I remember Jimmy telling me he was giving up on rap before that album came out. He literally said, "I'm not listening to no more rap. I'm done with that. I'm gonna listen to Harry Styles." I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Debbie
So,
John. Okay.
All right, and we're back with Chronic Kings. We apologize for the long wait, but we are back. We got my boy Jay Krim coming out of Orlando, Florida. We got my boy J Ho, John Tunes coming out of CT, and my boy K Wills coming out of Verplank, right?
Yep, yeah, you got it.
Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. And you know, I just moved over to Florida. I'm a Florida boy. You know,
Yeah.
St. Pete, Tampa area. Let's get it. Okay.
the Tampa Bay Bucks now.
Nah, chill. Forget that. Still the Jets.
Let's go Bucks.
Still Jets. Zach Wilson, what are you doing to me? On another topic, we're gonna get right into it. Okay, we're gonna start off best albums of the year. Let's go, James Krim. What you think? Best albums of the year?
There were a lot of albums out this year. I could think of Beyonce Renaissance that came out. Drake's Honestly Nevermind. Did Kanye come out with an album? This one? No, right? Yeah. Allegedly, it was supposed to be his Donda 2 or something, but I don't know if anyone really heard it. But keep the long story short, I think the album, also Bad Bunny, right? But I think that the album of the year, hands down, and I'm saying hands down, I don't think that there's any competition. I think it's going to be Nas. King's Disease 3 is definitely certified. I would say 5 out of 5 flames. Like that album is, I think is something in which hip hop needed, especially after the 2 last albums that we had with Drake, which was, kind of I feel like putting hip hop in the wrong direction. Well, I guess not even wrong direction, but it's just more of something in which I'll have the feeling with someone who is the same age as him. I wasn't really going down that road. Like, I'm married. I'm not 20 years old. He's more on that 20-year-old, like, that player life. I'm not there. But Nas, he's like just on that, just like that new wave, and Hit Boy, just on that new wave, on that grown man. Like, rap doesn't always have to be about guns, hoes, and I mean, you still have a little bit on there, but most of the time it's just some classic, like, it just makes you want to go out there and hustle and all, and then just reminisce about the old times. It had that 90s vibe and all that, and not living in New York anymore, it just made me go back in time, like when I was living in New York, just chilling with you guys in the summer and just getting into all that crazy crap and all. So that's my album of the year right there.
Very good take right there. I have Nas as my runner-up album of the year. Really love that rap album. It was my favorite rap album of the year, actually. I can't wait to go to the concert in February. Gonna go check that out.
Wait, time out. You ain't telling them when you're going to the Nas concert?
Yeah, MSG,
what?
baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Opening up for him?
He told everyone. He just told everyone after he purchased the tickets.
Yep, as usual.
So
do you know who's opening up?
Who's opening up? I don't know who's opening up, to be honest with you. I don't know.
That's what's up.
I never even seen Nas in concert, so I'm kind of excited about that.
I did.
But I remember Jimmy telling me he was giving up on rap before that album came out. He literally said, "I'm not listening to no more rap. I'm done with that. I'm gonna listen to Harry Styles." I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Debbie John. Okay.
So it's great to see that Jimmy gave the album a chance and listened to it. I thought it was great. But that was not my album of the year. My album of the year is the undisputed king, El Conejo, Bad Bunny, Un Verano Sin Ti is the best album of the year. By far, landslide, just smashing hits everywhere. When I listen to that album, it reminds me of the beach, and I played that all the time when I went to the beach this year. He got hit songs on there. He got songs for everybody. I just think it's a fun time. It's his time. You can't escape his music, and it's fun. It's good music. It's interesting to see reggaeton like take off in my era now, like our age. Like Daddy Yankee was like the guy when we were kind of growing up, but he was so much older than us. So it's good to see somebody our age that's Hispanic that's just dominating, because you just don't see that. So I'm glad Bad Bunny is on the map for us Latinos, and like just really making a difference. And it doesn't just have to be Beyonce or like Drake. Like we can we can knock on the door now and like make waves now as well. So I like it for that experience too. And yeah, I really enjoyed that album. I think it's his best album. I didn't really enjoy his last album, so I thought it was great. And then side note, Aiden's favorite album was Dawn FM. So, he still loved that Weekend, and Out of Time is still the best track of the year for him. So I had to put that in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely my top 5.
Hey,
I'm about to agree with Jimmy, man. Like that Nas album was probably the best music I heard all year. From track 1 all the way down, I can listen to that album every day. Like I'm not even a Nas fan. You know that I'm not even a Nas fan. He was beefing with 50, so I wasn't rocking with Nas. But as I'm older, I can understand it now. So it's like Nas from top to bottom. That's probably like the best music I heard all year. Like I was locked in.
It's crazy, right? Because it's like I think it's like the sounds. It's like its own sound. Like it's like weird. It's not even
like flows like it's crazy. Like I was just knocking it. I'm like, yo, this is really Nas. Like, damn, bro. Like this is crazy. Like that's why he's a legend, because you can still come in the game whenever you want and just dominate. So it's crazy. So that was definitely the best. But I'll switch it up. I'll tell you the most disappointing album of the year for me was.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's hear this.
Was Little Baby. That was the most disappointing album.
That new album.
That new album, it wasn't it. And you know,
I haven't heard it.
Me being an amateur of recording, right? Amateur artist, whatever. I can tell when someone's BSing a record, and he BS'd a lot of those records, a lot of them. You can hear it. He mumbling, he freestyle. I was disappointed with that one.
That one single he had, I didn't really like.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
What was it, Nat or something?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I was disappointed in him. I was like, "Come on, bro, what are you doing?"
Yeah, because I think
Nas hands down.
Everybody's trying to sound like him, so he's like at the top of his game, kind of. But
no, I get it.
I thought that album had too many tracks for me. Or like, if you're gonna have that many tracks, it has to be really good. Like,
you gotta be fire.
Why are you putting out 23, 25 tracks if it's gonna be like mediocre?
Yeah, out of those 23 tracks, maybe like 4 or 5 hit. You find yourself skipping through it. With Nas from number 1 all the way down, I was like, damn, boy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They were hiding in the house tonight.
Yo, he's killing.
I'm like, what? Love.
Get light is fire.
Get light, yeah. Oh man, yo.
That's my joint right there.
Yeah.
WTF, that's my joint. Like he's
oh yeah. I like when he flips on that.
I like the interlude joint.
Well, I'm curious to hear Mr. Kev Krim's take on this, because you've always been kind of like a Nas hater. You find him extra boring.
No,
our
you got the wrong person, boy.
Community college.
No,
putting on Nas, and you were like, "This is very boring music."
You got the wrong person, boy. I ride with Nas. I was the only one who thought Nas won the battle against Jay-Z. I was rocking with Nas.
No, you weren't with Ether. No, you were taking
over, bro.
Kev, you were straight quick to forget,
bro.
Kev was so quick to forget.
Kev, you were taking Kev. That time you were Blueprint take over, dude. Kev. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Blueprint, bro.
Yeah,
it was not Blue. I was God's son.
Now Nas drops a gem album. Now he's trying to say he's been with Nas from the get-go.
I don't even like Nas. I don't even like Nas's new album like that. First of all, second of all, I was rocking with Nas both during the battle. I ain't really start messing with Hove until like after Godson, really. But I do like
Gotcha.
Takeover. But I don't for me, I thought the album was alright. The new one, I like it. I listened to a couple of tracks, but I didn't think it was all that for me personally. But I don't really listen to albums like that anymore. I just listen to like a few tracks. I keep it moving, you know. Like I don't know. I think I'm just getting to that old man stage. I don't really know like what's really hitting like that, you know.
Listen,
So
I
what
just
tracks
listen to
did
like
you?
the same people over and over again.
So
What
any like song that stuck out to you then?
Yeah, I got a few of them that I rock to. I don't remember the names of the song. I listen to Thun. I listen to
Okay.
30. I listen to Serious Interlude, WTF,
Oh yes, yeah.
and I think I like that. I think my favorite one though is Till My Last Breath.
Okay.
Yeah, so I listen to it, but I don't listen to the whole album. I just
Yeah.
listen to those couple of tracks, and I keep it moving.
Gotcha.
Word. All right, so we're moving right along. We're gonna go to the best movie of the 2022 year, and I'm very, very interested in hearing what my man John Tunis has to say about this.
So
Please go ahead, sir.
my movie of the year is Top Gun, Maverick. That movie was super fire. 5 out of
Wow,
5
shock.
flames. My man T. Cruz is the GOAT. You know, he just put out something that was like very moving. I got to see it on the big screen. Kind of reminded me of like what movies are supposed to like make you feel like. So like just from the opening scene when he's just like trying to push the airplane to its limit, and to like the last 30 minutes of that movie where he's flying and it's like he's on a mission and everything. It was a great ass movie. So really enjoyed it. I was very shocked at it because I didn't really like the first one. I mean, it's like it's too old for me. It was like from the 80s, so it was all right. So I went into that movie with like no expectations, but really enjoyed it.
All right, so for my favorite movie, it might be a little shocker to people, but I really liked it a lot. First, let me start off. Top Gun is definitely on my top 5 of the movies of the year. But my favorite movie of the year was The Batman.
Are you serious, man?
Oh, we got a visitor with us. Okay,
Drink my
what up?
Johnny.
He's trying to steal your thunder. So yeah, my favorite movie was The Batman. I really liked that movie. It shocked me. I thought it was gonna be whack, but it was just straight action from start to finish. It was about 3 hours long, and honestly, like it was so entertaining that I didn't even really notice it was 3 hours long. Yeah, that was my movie of the year, and we're gonna go straight to K. Wills. What do you think? What's your movie of the year, man?
I don't really watch a lot of movies, but I will say a movie that's very powerful that I watched was The Woman King. If you guys haven't seen that with
Yeah, I saw that.
So I thought that was a very strong, like powerful movie. Like I don't know, just something about it was just like I don't know, seeing strong black women. I don't know, kind of like almost kind of reminded me of my mother a little bit. I don't know. Kind of was like that's like I don't know. So I thought that movie was pretty decent. A movie that I thought was actually good. I thought Black Adam was good. I thought that was
I thought that was good
a
too.
movie of the year, but I liked it. I liked The Rock doing that. He showed him doing something different, something being a superhero. And that's really it for me.
That was a fun movie. That was a fun movie.
Yeah, I like that movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I like the
I did not
scenes.
see Top Gun, so I'm behind you guys. I did not see Top Gun, so
yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
I'm about to watch that.
Did anyone see Wakanda Forever?
Yeah, I saw that.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. You saw it, James?
Yeah,
How was it?
Yep. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Well, let me tell you what my movie of the year is. And then
my fault.
It might be his movie of the year.
Yeah, that might be my movie of the year. All right. So my movie of the year is drumroll Top Gun. Top Gun.
Okay.
Yeah. So I definitely agree with John. The reason why, and I also saw Woman King. I also saw Black Panther 2 as well. The one thing though that I liked with Top Gun compared to the other movies is that Top Gun was less politicized. Like a lot of the movies that I watched this year, it was just there always was some type of political aspect to it, which was, I mean, I guess all right, but sometimes like an eye roller. Like Top Gun was a really big box office movie where you didn't hear like a mention of like, yeah, there was an enemy, but they never said who the enemy was. There was like, it wasn't the Chinese, it wasn't the Russians, it wasn't, Middle Easterns. So I thought that was pretty cool. So, and then like, also there wasn't no like, at least it didn't seem like there was any type of political elements compared to all like the other movies.
I think that's why that movie worked for why it was such a success with so many people was that, everybody could come to an agreement on the movie without it being anything else. Like, it was a great movie, and that was it, and that's why it drew a lot of people. And
I totally agree. So like
in Top Gun, I really like the flight scenes where they filmed it. It felt like you was in the pilot, the co-pilot seat with them. It was pretty good.
Yeah. And then like when they like where it's just thrusting the engine, like you felt like you were in there, like they, rolling over, and just, man, it was awesome. It's an awesome movie. I hope that they make another one.
All right, moving right along. All right, this might be a little spicy here.
Here we go.
Controversial topic. All right, we're gonna start off with my man Jay Krim. What was your most controversial topic of the 2022 year?
All right, so I know, we were going through like a list of controversial topics, to include. And so I know one of them was Kyrie, but I don't think Kyrie would be the most controversial because it really stemmed off more from Kanye than really Kyrie. Like, I think Kyrie just got caught in the backfire of the whole Kanye blast. So we can say, maybe it's Kanye more than Kyrie, but I don't think it's that. Ukraine, Russia, I don't want to touch on that too much, but I'm not surprised. I'll just leave it like that. And I forgot the other one. So my most controversial one was, I believe it was the Will Smith, Chris Rock. I think the slap her around the world was just the most crazy thing. Like, you had someone, Will Smith, that you probably think that he was like a god or something like that. Like, Mr. Untouchable. You didn't think that. And then this dude just came up, was it the Grammys or Oscars, whatever that thing is called, and just went up straight up Tupac on freaking Chris Rock, right? Like, that dude, I don't know what was going on in, that limo drive over there. But I don't know. She was like, if Chris says one thing about me, you better, have me. He's like, I got you, babe. Thug life. But like, it's just crazy that all like, the backlash, all that stuff that has happened. I don't know if anyone has seen his new movie, Emancipation. I didn't see that, but it looks like it bombed. It's just crazy just to see how high he was, how far he, I guess, fell. And I'm wondering if he's going to like come back better. I think he will. I wonder if 2023 is going to be his year.
I need Bad Boys 4. Don't play.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well, I don't know what you guys think about that, Chris Rock.
I give him credit. I give him credit. Mm-hmm. I would have slapped Will back. Yo,
I know you.
You're not about to slap.
He was probably stunned.
You're not about to slap me in front of everybody. You crazy? Like, first of all right, listen. As soon as he was walking on the stage, I would have been ready. I'm like, all right, what are you about to do? Like, I've already been cautious, but I don't think Chris thought he was gonna slap him, and I think that's what the problem was. Like, Chris, like, you ain't gonna slap me. And fucking slap him.
Yo, keep my name out your mouth, boy. I have to agree with James. I think that's the most shocking thing that I saw in 2022. I mean, because the whole Kanye and the whole Kyrie stuff is like, first of all, once Kyrie started, going into it, it was so predictable. I actually was honestly even thinking, like, when is Kyrie gonna actually start getting into what Kanye just was talking about? It was more so like I was expecting, like, when is he gonna start? And then when it happened, I was like, all right, this is so predictable. And Kanye, he just keeps going and going. It's not shocking to me. But here's a guy in Will Smith that, like, this persona and this person and who I thought who he was just come to the forefront, and like he got his own demons he got to deal with. He's no different than all of us, that we all deal with our own things. And you caught Will at a bad time. And like interesting enough, like I had just read his book a couple of months before that incident, and even then I can see that he was kind of like dealing with his own demons when he wrote that book, because he isn't Will Smith, the action star that we all think. At least that's what he was saying in his book. He's more so Will Smith, this coward that like never stood up for himself. And here, I think from his point of view, he thought he was finally going to stand up for himself. Nobody's going to clown my wife. Nobody going to come after me. And it was a bad look, obviously, to do that. But I can see from reading his book why he thought that was, why he wasn't just taking any shit. And honestly, like, Jada's mad toxic for him. Like, I think I think he's never been able to live up to her expectations. Like, I remember, like, there was a chapter in the book where, like, he threw her like a surprise party and did all this stuff, and like got like videotaping from like Jada's grandmother and all that. And she got pissed off that he did all that. Like, what? And like,
crazy.
Like there was a chapter in the book where like Jada was so super pissed because in her eyes, she thought, oh, you're doing the Will Smith show again. Here we go. It's all about you. And in reality, he was trying to do something nice for his girl. So there's a lot of demons there. So like, and you notice she had kind of like a smirk on her face when Will was doing all that stuff. Like a person that loves you. Like if my wife, like if I was about to do that, my wife would have grabbed me like, babe, don't do that. What's wrong with you? Like, protect me. Like she let him go up there. Nobody talks about that angle. Like this chick is toxic for my man Will. Like she had a little smirk when he, like the whole thing was bad. Look, I think for her it's like, how far can I get Will? How far can I push him to the edge and do some of these things? Because I don't know. I like reading it. The slap for me was a whole different perspective because of how I read his book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was saying he got demons that he's trying to like deal with. Like he didn't come from a happy home. He just dealt with it differently than everybody else. So he had a bad day, and like I feel for the guy because Will is kind of like a person like me. Like, I'm very positive. I go into school or work and whatever, and like I'm a very positive person, but I can see myself having a bad day, and then it's like, damn, John, like, you good? Like, I've had a bad day once or twice in a year, and I'm like, how come y'all get to act like this every day, but like the one time I act like this, it's a big deal. So you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if Kyrie or Kanye slapped Chris Rock, y'all wouldn't blink an eye. But Will Smith did it. Now we're like, what was that about? Like, Will, I thought we knew you. It's like, yo, sometimes you just gotta have a bad day. Sorry, that was a long take.
No.
That was good.
Right, that was good.
That was really good. And that was some great insight from the book too, as well. So that was awesome.
You give a different perspective.
Yeah.
Vils, you want to go? You want me to go?
You can go.
All right. Well, I agree with you guys. The Will Smith and Chris Rock was definitely the biggest controversy topic of the year. The way I feel about it, like, I lost respect for both guys, honestly, after this incident, because Chris Rock, you ain't do nothing, bro. Like, you ain't try to fight back, throw a shoe, hit him with a rock, crack jokes or something on him. Like, not one thing. I'm like, come on, man, you got to do something. Like, I understand being the bigger man, but you could do something. I don't know what, but like, he could have done something. I don't know. And yeah, I lost a lot of respect for Will Smith. Like, I sort of like looked up to him because, you know, like Fresh Prince, all his movies and stuff, you know, like I thought he was an upstanding guy. And to see him get out of character like that was pretty crazy. I understand people have bad days and stuff, but like, you have plenty of time to like get yourself out of that situation. Like, you went out of your way, like far, like you had to climb up on the stage, walk across the stage just to slap the guy. And then you like walk back mad calmly and sat back down like nothing happened.
Yeah, I thought it was a prank at first or something.
Me
'cause of
too.
how-
I thought it was a
Yeah,
prank.
no,
I didn't think he
me
really
too,
shot
yeah.
him. Like I thought it was like a fake. Like, you know how they do in the movies,
Yeah.
like someone like put
Yeah.
your face down, you go
Yeah.
down like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what the hell? I'm like, that was so random. I'm like, why? I think I was watching it live.
Mhm.
I'm like, why the hell did he do that? And then no, I wasn't watching it live. I saw a clip, but yeah, that was definitely my controversial topic
Well,
of the
I
year.
also think it's like what's crazy is like he destroyed the biggest night of his life.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like, cause
Yeah.
he won the chip. He won the
Yep.
championship pretty much. He won Best Actor, like for an
Mhm.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Like that's mad hard to do. And like also an African American that's won. Like I think he's is he the second behind Denzel Washington? Like I don't know.
Mhm.
You know, like it's just damn did he mess that night
Yeah,
up, man.
he
Yeah,
made-
no,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he messed it
It
up.
did.
Like it's just like not only did you slap my man, there was that, but like this was supposed to be your night. You know,
Yeah.
like they still gave you the Oscar for the the biggest award of the night. So you
Yep.
weren't even just a random dude in the audience that
That's
night.
true.
This was supposed to be your night. And
Did he
again,
even
like you said, like
apologize?
maybe that made him feel like untouchable. Like, yo, I know I got this in the bag. Like I killed my performance this year. Like for whatever reason, there was multiple layers there, you know, because like he must have been really feeling himself to be doing that too, because it's like, damn, you know?
No,
Did he even
no.
apologize?
He did, but like I didn't think it was that sincere.
It
No,
wasn't
it
a
wasn't.
sincere
No, it wasn't.
apology.
Like,
It
It
wasn't.
was fake. Yeah.
At the time, he didn't apologize to Chris about it. Like, wait, I
No,
think
he
you
apologized to like the Oscars.
Yeah.
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 So,
And
but
he started
I think
crying
eventually
and stuff.
yeah.
But
He
Yeah.
started crying. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, bro, now I can tell you're an actor.
Actually, yeah.
yeah, he went straight to the pursuit of happiness line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stop
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Yeah.
We know you could just get there mad quick. Stop playing games.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he just I can't believe he messed that up for himself that night.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
you know, not
Yeah.
only because like I think this new movie is very Oscar worthy from what I've heard, but like
I think it's only out on Hulu though, right?
Like Apple TV.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
I don't-
trying
I
to like
don't
half
think-
cancel my man.
Yeah.
People don't really watch movies off of Apple TV like that.
I know. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
It's not a
I
high
have
streaming
Apple TV.
platform.
But
Yeah.
I'm just I don't know, man. Like I just don't want to watch another slave movie. Like I'm just like
Word, I
over.
feel you.
I
I
don't-
feel
yeah,
you.
I
I
don't-
feel you.
Yeah.
Like
don't-
I mean,
yeah.
I watched a
Nah,
lot of
you
them.
right.
Like I'm pretty sure it's good, but
Mhm.
I just that's not.
But yeah.
Yeah,
know,
I'm
what I
pretty
wanna
sure it's
watch.
good too, but I don't have no interest in watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
So
And like the only reason why I would watch it is because it's Will Smith. Like if it was another actor, I probably wouldn't watch it.
yeah. Yep. Agreed.
What the crazy
Right.
part is, I look at it is like, how many other actors did he mess this up for? Because if you can get Will Smith that man, maybe directors don't want to deal with other actors. They're like, wait a minute, hold on. We got Will Smith to smack somebody. Like you gotta, I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. He ruined the biggest night of his career. I don't know. That was bad. Every time he looks at that trophy, he's gonna be like, I fucked it up. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's probably like one of the worst
Yep.
nights of his life, right there.
oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's supposed to
You know,
shine.
mixed in with supposedly one of his best nights. You know, like
Yeah.
I got this award. I can't even imagine looking at it like, damn, that award
Yeah.
will be like, with you know what that is like? That's like if like the whole Malice in the Palace. You know what I'm saying
Mhm.
with the Pistons when they like had that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When like Ron Artest is like punching the fans in the stands and stuff like that.
Yeah, we remember, bro.
That's like if they won the championship that night and they did that same shit that same night. Like, it was,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what that was. Like, imagine the Pistons winning the chip that night and being like, "Oh, okay, now we're gonna fight." like what the?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Man, he messed that up, man.
Yo,
No,
did
you
y'all see that?
I just want Bad Boys 4.
I want I Am Legend too.
All right, guys. So I think that's gonna wrap it up. We appreciate our, showing love. Until next time. Peace.
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 2023, baby. We'll be in there. Holla.